Hello everyone. So today I will show you my project and how it's built. So my first idea was using Mage and get some insights of the data set and go through this pipeline. So I was using LinkedIn job postings and I got some issues with this. So my first issue was after after loading, transforming and get some insights, I I realized that this is a static data, so it doesn't work. And then how I'm working right now is just using a streaming architecture, and then what I need is generate a random data and use that to send to my producer API, and my producer API sends to Kafka, and I got another consumer that can pulls the data from Kafka and sends and inserts to BigQuery, and finally you get analytics in the dashboard. So I will discard this about Mage. So now I will show you how the code works and what you need to replicate or set up this project. So first you need a Confluent account, and after you create your Confluent account, you create a cluster, Kafka cluster, and you go here, clients, and you choose a programming language that you want, and you choose, in my case, I choose Go. You specify your topic name. In my case, was simple, test simple, and after that, you can create get this and create a cluster API key and create a client properties file. So where you put this file, you can put this in the producer and consumer folders. So go to the producers, create a client.properties, and you choose that. You paste here and you go to the main go. So now here you load that file, and you set up a struct about the message data, and you set the topic name. That's simple. And finally, I'm exposing this to a P endpoint like produce. And for the consumer, the same thing. You go to the consumer where consumer BigQuery. So client properties, you set this, and you go to the main. But there is a additional step here is that you need to get permission of BigQuery from this. You need to create this. Create here, and you go after that. You will get a JSON file. Where's oh, okay, this JSON file with all your out permissions and authentication. So once you use this, you set up this JSON file to the environment variables. So in my case, I'm just using Docker, so I'm just copying that and set up in the Docker file. So if you want to replicate, you need to change this and this for your JSON file. And finally, you set this and change this as well. So after that, you go to the main to.go, and I will show you some of things here. I'm using messages or what I'm pulling, what type of data I'm pulling from the Kafka, and what type of data I'm inserting to BigQuery. So let me show you this. You need to specify this BigQuery table. So when you create a BigQuery, create a table. In my case, it's jobs data set, and this is my uh, job data yes, data set and you table. This, and then in my case, you create a data set, jobs data set, and a jobs table. Inside jobs table, you create a schema. In my case, I'm using three jobs files, and and you specify this here. Um, and that's it. You specify jobs, the you data set, you table of your data set, and you again load the client properties and set your topic, and that's all. That's all. And in my case, where I'm inserting this is here. I'm inserting the data I'm getting from the fake Python API client because it's more straightforward, I think. So here is just this, um, generating random data and using this library Faker, and you use that and send it to the endpoint produce. When I was working with localhost, it was here, but in my case, when I was dockerizing this, so you change for producer that 8080. 18. And now when you send this, you know all the flow, right? So you send the data to the producer sends to Kafka, and you got a consumer that pulls that data and send it to BigQuery, and make a small schema transformation and send this and insert the data in BigQuery. So finally, you can build a dashboard from this. So let's go and how it works, right? And in this case, I'm using code spaces, so you can and use the command to build this. One thing is Docker Compose. This is simple, so just I'm using producer, fake API client, and consumer BigQuery. So here is, and we have three folders, and that's it. Just a simple network, and to connect all of this. And finally, when you get all that set up, you can use start with a command docker compose up build. So my luck is working here in my development, so it's producing right now. Right now it's producing. So and my this is the I'm sending each second data, fake data. So now when you go to your Confluent account, you get this, and here is we are getting this data, and that's it. Okay, now I'm getting this. When you wanna replicate this and you wanna use maybe a virtual machine like Google Cloud, in my case, I'm using another one. So just use that and clone the clone the code. So in my case, when I was working here, I got an error about Docker support version. So you can, for that case, you can just have several options. So in my case, I downgrade in this virtual machine because in here I was using this version, and then in here I need to downgrade. And finally here you can well use the same command, so you set and let's go, and you get the same functionality, and it's working right now. Where is here, right? So it's working. Yep. And finally, when I got this dashboard, so now let me update this or refresh and go get some insights. So first, the top states. Yep, let's go. Yeah, and then I go top states, which job posts, job posting jobs. Here it's done the same, I think. And I have a pie here, and like here 15, top 15, right? So you can get top job skills. So here what jobs are more required. So here is winning corporate treasurer. I don't know. Okay, or of get filtered by top companies. So Johnson and Sons, yeah, is winning. So you can get for cities as well. So yeah, Port James, North Jennifer, Lake Michael. Oh well, that's it. And I hope you enjoy my project. I hope you maybe watch this video and understand me a bit more because it's a bit hard to write everything. So finally, I hope you enjoyed this I hope you watch this, and thank you so much for reach here.